All right, welcome back and thank you so much indeed for staying with Morning Live. Still coming to you live from the City of Roses, Perengetso, Singangata, Bloemfontein. We're here for the official launch of the National Art Bank that's currently taking place at Oliven Hayes Museum here in Bloemfontein. Clear skies outside, nice and warm. One would not think that we're in the Free State because the place is usually very cold. All right, let's just chat to one of the artists whose work is exhibited here this morning as part of this National Art Bank, and really just to get a clarity as to what we're seeing here. And her name is Shinaz Mohammed. Shinaz, good morning to you and thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and I was saying to you, art, I mean, how did you get to where you are now? Where did it start? Is it something that started at a very early age? Is it passion? Is it a calling for you? Talk to us about that.
It did start at an early age for me. I think I was always creative as a young child, and growing up it was just something I always wanted to do. And so after matric, I decided to apply for fine arts as a study.
God, and you're currently busy with your master's in fine arts.
Yes, so then I took the next leap and decided to do my master's in fine art. And I'm enjoying it quite a lot. It's very challenging, and I think you have to be so committed to actually push through the struggle of it. But I think, I love the challenge of it as well.
Yeah, it is indeed not an easy ride. But when you look at it, part of your artwork that's exhibited here this morning, it looks easy. Talk to us about this. It's all about Islamic history, isn't it?
Yes. So this specific work was me looking at the history of Islamic art and, what symbols were used then, and trying to fit in that history in a contemporary art space or in a contemporary look. So I took symbols that represented certain things such as blessings, good fortune and luck, and those were used on like traditional vases and pots and clay molds and from early Islamic art, and I tried to incorporate that with a more contemporary design, geometric patterning, just so that it's sort of my view or my perspective of what Islamic art is. So it was more of an investigation of how I can fit the traditional with contemporary.
All right. So the first one here above, it's about luck. Then the second one, it's about blessings. And this final one is about good fortune.
Yes. It was also, for me, quite an interesting thing to do because I wanted a more positive feel with the art. The usual topics or subject matter that I deal with is quite heavy, and it's very confronting. So I wanted to just sort of take it back, which is why I also looked at the history and just try and bring some positive message or something good out of it as well.
But I believe it's an honor for you to have your artwork displayed here.
Yes, I'm very excited to be part of this. I think it's a great initiative, and I'm glad to be part of it.
Yeah. And you also made mention of the fact that it's not an easy industry to be in. Talk to us about the challenges that you face and how you think this art bank will be an answer to the challenges that you guys face in the industry.
I think the biggest challenge, especially as a young artist who's just, graduated or is getting out in the art world, is breaking into the industry and trying to get your work there, exhibiting. And for me, that was a challenge. And I was, lucky enough to get a job at a gallery, which kept me in the art scene, because you can very easily, get distracted or try to, get another job or whatever else. And I think, with the art bank doing this gives a chance for emerging artists to actually, put their work out there. And it's a different approach to exhibiting, which I think is quite interesting, working as a curator as well. I think it's very important for young artists.
I think most importantly, exposure that emerging artists will get from this, when your work will be taken to the different government institutions, different departments, but most importantly, embassies around the world.
Yes. So it's a completely different audience, I think, for the young artists, and it's a very good exposure. So, yeah.
All right. Shinaz, thank you so much and all the best with your master's degree.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Shinaz Mohammed, one of the emerging artists that are here all the way from Dundee in KwaZulu-Natal, but her work is exhibited here as part of the launch of the National Art Bank. All right. For now, let's go back to our studios in Johannesburg, and Veilen is standing by with the latest in sport. Good morning to you, Vei.